Hey guys, what is up? It's me, Mika Villarreal. And we're doing a review. Not a review, I meant. It's a top 10 Goosebumps video, and it's a top 10 books I recommend to people. Here's just the books that I have. What are they? You'll find out when I go through all the 10 books I got. I recommend to people. So, yeah, there'll be inclusions of stuff. Number 1, I'll include the franchises, like trilogies and stuff. And sometimes, there's one book in the franchise. For example, some books like A Night in Terror Tower. Yes, it's on the list, but I didn't add the sequel because I haven't read it. I didn't add the sequel because A, I haven't read it, or B, I didn't like it, or C, just thought it was not really like great that much. So yeah. So let's begin with the list. So sorry for the noise in the background, guys. Anyways, here we are with number 10 with the Monster Blood franchise. I didn't add it for breakfast. I have Monster Blood for breakfast. It's just I'll include the Evan trilogy, Evan and the Conan and Kermit trilogy. Quadrilogy. I meant. Why did I say trilogy? Okay, there's 4 books. Yeah, what is this book? Oh, the TV book. It's not really like in the actual book, just a reprint. No, it's the actual episode turned into a book. So yeah, if you're interested, there's some pictures and stuff. So yeah, before I go on to number 9, what's these series about? So you have a kid named Evan finds Monster Blood in a toy store with his best friend Andy. Yeah, he's actually visiting his aunt in I forgot the place. Yeah, and then he finds Monster Blood and stuff happens. And the sequels, he basically returns in 2. Here's a cover with Cuddles. 3, here's him as a giant. And part 4, which is a brand new Monster Blood, yes. For the new Monster Blood, is the green one still there? You'll find out when you read it. I can't tell you anything because if I do, then what will be the point for this video? Because I'll basically spoil the whole book. So yeah, the whole Monster Blood series. And what's my opinion? It's good, but there's some bland books like Monster Blood 3 or Monster Blood for Breakfast. I didn't really love that book that much. So yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, these are not like top 10 books. These are just like top 10 recommendation books, by the way. If you're just wondering. I had to repeat it again. So yeah, let's move on to number 9. Here we are with the only Give Yourself book in the list is Escape from the Carnival of Horrors. This book was so much fun, dude. It's so much fun. There's so many really great parts in the book. Like what's the plot for the book? So essentially, let's give yourself goosebumps before I actually start with the plot. So do not read this book from beginning to end. You will not get the story if you read this book from beginning to end. Because look down here if you see this. I don't know if you can see this, guys, but yeah, if you look there, page 2, go to page 2. Then you go to page 2, and then there's 2 choices right here. You pick one choice and go with it, and if you actually have a bad ending, you have to restart the whole book again. Yeah, so you have to pick a choice. What choice do you want? Like that. So yeah, that's how the book works. So what's the plot about? So essentially because you are the main character yourself. There's not really an essential main character, it's just you are the main protagonist with your couple of friends. At times you'll have cousins, at times you'll have best friends. You don't even know who those friends are because you're in a story. It's like a game book, by the way, just TBH. BTW. So yeah, that's how this book works. Then essentially you and your 2 other friends go to the carnival, and then you basically have fun there. Then things go wrong. Yeah, there's some really great cameos in this book. I won't tell you what the cameos are, but yeah, that's my number 9 recommendation. Number 8 is I Live in Your Basement. Now I only recommend this book because it's really gory. Yeah. If you like gore stuff, if you don't like the kitty Goosebumps book like Why I'm Afraid of Beasts or Chicken, you'll basically love this book because it's really, really gory. Yeah. For anyone who loves gore stuff like, the Friday 13 franchise or whatever, you can basically read this book. It's getting really gory. Yeah, sure. The plot is exactly the same. It's almost a bit like the short story in Still More Tales That Give You Goosebumps. What's the story about it? Oh yeah, The Goblin's Glare, story number 8. Yeah, that book I'll tell you the plot when I go to that part of the book. But yeah, all I can say is that this book is really good. A kid that gets hit in the head by a baseball, and then he gets plenty of calls by this kid named Keith who lives in his basement. No one really believes him. Yeah, it's a really, really fun story. I recommend this book. Yeah, if you have any book, if there's any book you want to read, some gore and stuff and Goosebumps, read this book. I haven't done a review for this one. I might do it sooner because I have to reread this book again when I do the OG 62 marathon. And by the way, read these books before July 30 because it's the 29th anniversary of Goosebumps. Yeah, happy anniversary, Goosebumps. Early anniversary, by the way. So yeah, that's number 8. Number 7, we have Stay Out of the Basement. Funny, I have 2 basement books. I'll Live in Your Basement and Stay Out of the Basement. Yeah. Yeah, this is section number 61 and this is section number 2 of the series. The second book. Yeah, I got the reprint version, the UK print. Yeah, I love Stay Out of the Basement. Basically, 2 kids find out that realize that their dad isn't really like acting like their dad the entire time. He's acting really weird. He does really weird stuff. I can't tell you what it is, but yeah, I can say it's really weird, but in a good way. It's not really weird in a bad way. Stuff like you know what I mean. But yeah, it's not really weird like chicken. So yeah, that book I do not recommend the chicken one. But yeah, this is one I recommend. It's really well written. Arlstein did lots of fun with this book. So yeah, that's all I can say. What's going on? What's the big plot twist? You'll find out when you read the story. I can't tell you anything because, I'll spoil everything. Number 6, I think we're number 6? Yeah, I think we're number 6. Welcome to Dead House, the very first book in Goosebumps. It's a really great story about zombies and stuff. So yeah, we have 2 kids, again 2 kids, and their parents moving to a town called Dark Falls. And then everyone's acting really weird. No one's really out in the day. They mainly hang out like the late afternoon and stuff. And everyone doesn't really act the same way, like, kids don't really act like normal kids. The tombstones have really weird, like, and the dog goes missing and stuff like that. So yeah, things get really weird, but in a good way. Yeah, because Christmas books are always pretty wild with how they go. This is not a wild one. This is basically a really detailed, fun, gory adventure with zombies and stuff. So yeah, this is the first book in Goosebumps, book number 1. Yeah, there's some other editions that doesn't have the word number 1, but I got number 1 with an actual spine. Yeah. So yeah, the next books are Stay Out of the Basement and Monster Blood, which are on the recommendation lists for number 7 and number 10. So yeah, don't forget to read those books. So yeah, here we are with the top 5. These are the stories. These are the books I actually recommend you the most. Yeah, if you have any Goosebumps books you want to buy easily, get these books now. Yeah, they are really good. So here, clicking up to the top 5, we have A Night in Terror Tower, nice adventure with Eddie and Sue going to England, and next they go to Terror Tower. Then after that, they encounter this weird guy. He's pretty much chasing him the whole tower for the first half of the book. Then things go really strange for them. They lost their memory. They had to encounter so much stuff with execution and stuff. So yeah, it's a really nice story. So yeah, it turns into Cuckoo Doom towards the very third act of the book. So yeah, you'll know what I mean if you read that story and this book. This is a really well written book. Arlstein deserves so many awards for how great this book is. So yeah, love this book. For the sequel, Return to Terror Tower, I'm still trying to read that book because every time I read it, I always get lost and I just give up reading the story. I don't think the book is bad, by the way. I'm just saying that every time I read the book, I always lose and I just give up anyways in reading the book. So yeah, who knows? I might reread that book again. So yeah. So I forgot to tell you, there's actually a sequel to this. Yeah, if you're gonna get the sequel to Return to A Night in Terror Tower, good luck. It's more than $20 right now. So yeah. Night in Terror Tower. Oh yeah, this is the retro tin print. I do not have the OG print. There's a bunch of editions of this book. We have the OG edition, we have the reprint edition, the first reprint from 2003, And there's the second reprint where it's like 2008 version before the movie came out. And there's also the Richardson version. There's the Collection 8 version. Yeah, what's the Collection 8? Check out my collection video. You'll know what Collection 8 really is. So yeah, that's Night in Terror Tower. So here, clicking up with number 4, we have Still More Tales to Give You Goosebumps by R.L. Stine. So yeah, it's 10 spooky stories. That's definitely what this book definitely is. It's not about Curly in the cover with his dog trick-or-treating. No, it's not that. It's just brand new stories, just old. Yeah, and the stories here are excellent. Well, maybe one story is not that great, but all the stories, except for that one story I'm talking about, is great. Bats About Bats is the only one I thought it was okay. And every single story is really good. Pretty good. Pumpkin juice. Two kids make pumpkin juice, and next they start acting animalistic, and next they start not acting like themselves. They start to eat so much food like liver or raw meat and stuff, or worm. Yeah, it gets really wild. It's like a tattoo. A girl gets a tattoo, and then a fake snake tattoo, and it's she feels like there's snakes around. Yeah. The Wish. A boy gets a rock, and it's for Halloween, and then after that he wishes something about his brother, and stuff happens, and he ends up in this weird reality. It's great. It's honestly great. An old story: two kids eat prunes made from their aunt, and after that they turn to old men. There we have the Scarecrow. Three friends encounter a scarecrow, and two of the friends actually get the hat and the scarf, and one forgets things, and the other one starts lose her voice and stuff. It's getting really good. Awesome Ants. A boy and gets something from a comic book ad, and then it's an awesome ant farm, yeah. Delivered to his house, and after that he gives them the stuff that ants shouldn't eat, and stuff goes wild and towards the very end of the story. Please don't feed the bears. A family goes to a Cuddle Bear theme park, and the sister gets lost, and she encounters the employees, and stuff goes wrong about her. Goblin's Glare. A kid draws a goblin, a really creepy goblin, and then he keeps encountering the goblin everywhere. He keeps waking up and seeing the goblin. He keeps waking up and seeing the goblin again. Yeah, it's kind of like the early version of I Live in Your Basement. That's all I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, but what's better? I guess I Live in Your Basement is better than the Goblin's Glare, but hey, the Goblin's Glare is good. Bats About Bats. Two kids find a girl and befriend her, but they don't really know why she loves bats. At the end of the story, you'll know why she loves bats so much. Spacesuit Snatcher. A kid gets a spacesuit, whatever. The old man tells her that they'll bring aliens to bring her to space, to the spaceship. Yeah, it's pretty weird, but in a good way, not the bad way. So here we are with the top 3. Yes, top 3. Let's move on with the Dummy Trilogy, the Living Dummy franchise. I know there's many books about Slappy. There's the Bride book, there's Slappy's Nightmare, Son of Slappy, Slappy New Year, Revenge of the Living Dummy, My Friend Slappy, The Ghost of Slappy, The Dummy Meets the Mummy, Slappy Birthday to You. There's actually episodes of these, and there's a TV book of book number 2, Night in Living Dummy 2. I don't have the TV book of that book. Still trying to hunt that book, by the way, the TV book version. So yeah, here's Living Dummy 1, reprint Living Dummy 2, and the Australian version of Living Dummy 3. This is a great trilogy. It's not number 1 because the plots at times really very much is the same like the other book, but it's a good trilogy, so why complain? So here are with 2 only books. Yeah, 2 books. So you have The Haunted School. This is a really great book. Kid goes to a school and gets lost somehow with his friend, and then they go to this gray world type thing, and then stuff goes wrong when they're in another reality. It's kind of like a cool dimension type story. It's great. It's really great. I thought it would be like a ghost story, but it actually turns out it's not good because we got a school about We got a story about a school that doesn't have ghosts. So yeah, congrats to R.L. Stine for this one. So we have some honorable mentions like Attack of the Jack-o'-lantern. I have that book, but I didn't bring it down. I'll do a review of that soon. There's Calling All Creeps. That's a good one too. And number 13, the last recommendation I have is The Werewolf of Fever Swamp. So here we are with number 1. It's a 3, 2, 1, and The Haunted Mask, R.L. Stine's favorite Goosebumps book. It's a great revenge story. There's some revenge story in the Goosebumps universe, like Revenge Are Us, Be Careful What You Wish For, and You Can Scare Me, that all belong in the garbage can because they're not really good. They're not good books. But this does not belong in the garbage can. This belongs in the awesome can. Oh, that's kind of weird. By the way, there's actually a sequel to this. I didn't bring it down because I didn't think it was that great. But yeah, I prefer the OG book more. Yeah, the story is about a kid named Carly Beth, and then she finds a mask because she wants to scare her friends really badly. But then when she goes on Halloween night, she can't take it off. Yeah, sure, it may sound kind of cliche if you just watch a bunch of movies about characters their stuff stuck to their bodies. But yeah, how R.L. Stine tells it is not in a cliche, cheesy way like the Monster Blood books. No, it's in a good, fun way. So, yeah. So I put this as number 1. It's a great book for kids. I recommend this book so much. Please, if you have kids, I recommend you reading this book. So yeah, oh, by the way, guys, I'll just show you guys the spines for the books. If you guys are wondering, oh my gosh, it's so much. There's the Monster Blood trilogy for number 10, and number 9 is Escape from the Carnival of Horrors. There's number 8, I Live in a Basement. Number 7, Stay Out of the Basement. 6, at 9, Welcome to Dead House. 5, A Nine-Tiered Tower. 4, Still More Tales to Give You Goosebumps. 3, The Dummy Trilogy. Number 2, The Haunted School. And number 1, The Haunted Mask. Whew. That's such a big pile of books. Anyways, yeah, after this I'll clean up my mess. So yeah, bye guys. And Gary Fire Review, You Can't Scare Me, and Deep Trouble tomorrow or day after tomorrow, whatever those 2 days. But yeah, all I know is that I'm gonna review them. So long, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and definitely read these books. Yeah, please read these books. If you're not a Goosebumps fan or anything, yeah, just read these 10 stories. They're excellent. Yeah, sure, the only book I don't really find excellent is the Monster Blood 3 book. I bet you're still wondering why I recommend that book, because it's in the Monster Blood trilogy, and yes, you have to read the whole Monster Blood franchise. 1 to 4, yeah. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and so long. Have a good day. Bye.